Action! I'd say Crimes of the Future is about the crimes committed by the human body against itself. I don't think of art as being prophetic, but you can anticipate some things almost by accident, especially when you're writing something that is basically science fiction, as this movie is.
When we first were talking about the script, and I was like, when did you write this? You must have you just been like fever writing during lockdown? And he was like, I wrote this in 1996. And it blew my mind. And it just felt so topical and scary and urgent.
The film message for me is it's a metaphor about creativity and art in general, and about the fact that out of chaos, like, you can create beauty. Out of emptiness, you can create meaning.
Caprice and Tensor share a profound symbiotic relationship, I'd say, that is based on mutual trust, respect, and genuine affection. They have a very strong connection. They almost seem to be able to read each other's minds at times.
It's interesting because it doesn't settle itself in any particular moment. Either we can find some resemblances to events or periods in the past or in the future.
I'd never been to Athens. More than anything, landing here, walking around, driving around, you really saw the movie come to life without even, shooting that day. You could really see what the potential of this town had.
I'm attracted by that which is out of the ordinary, that which stretches the boundaries of the imagination, of art, of mundane reality. That's what attracts me to David's work. But what particularly attracts me to work with David is that what he does is different from what anybody else will do.
Each project for me is a separate thing, and I know that there will be connections amongst the films, whether I've written them myself, whether they're an adaptation, as sometimes happen, or a novel. I know that because I'm interested enough to turn it into a movie, which is a huge endeavor and takes a lot of time and will and energy, that there will be connections amongst these that have to do with my sensibility.
Because David and I have worked together for such a long time, I think we have a kind of a shorthand. He surprises me sometimes, but most of the time I usually know what he likes and doesn't like.
This will be my fourth movie with him. He's one of the world's most uniquely gifted filmmakers, but he hasn't made a movie in 8 years, so I just wanted to help him in any way I could to be able to make this one.
He seems in great form, really full of energy, which is, again, astonishing given the conditions, given how hot it is here, given how strenuous the project is. It's a big project, it's very ambitious. He keeps calm, he's always supportive, so he's a joy to work with.
Yeah, it meant a lot to me because for me he's such an iconic director. He's like a star. I was really happy to meet the man.
He's so gentle. I knew that he had a very specific idea of what he wanted the girl to look like, but he gave me so much room to sort of like have whatever feelings I wanted to have about it.
It's very helpful to not feel like the director is controlling every moment, everything. You can sort of let things fly, and he's not going to slap you down, and that's always feels good as an actor.
He's always trying to push the boundaries of what cinema can be and what audience expectations, even of a Cronenberg film, can be.
It's been a very special experience working with David. There's something about it that's like surreal, and then also the word that keeps coming into my head is extraordinary.
The narrative of the film surfaces a conflict that reflects back on our society. This restless search for progress, and on the other hand, the resistance to it. And I think both sides draw us into the most inhuman and dark places, and I think that's why this movie is so relevant and powerful.
I have often said that philosophically I'm an existentialist. I mean, I really think of myself that way, and part of the understanding that existentialism gives you as a philosophy is that we are constantly referring things to the future. We're constantly looking to the future.